first rain beads along my transparent umbrella, and a pale blue frame divides the blurred lane. My cardigan sleeve holds the smell of drizzle. Hydrangea buds wait behind wet garden walls. Tiny drops join, separate, and join again. Each bead carries roofs inside its small curve. My ribbon rests against my damp black hair. The vinyl roof becomes a moving window. I watch the lane bend inside raindrops. Stone fences lean through the clear wet arc. My blouse collar gathers cool June air. New leaves press green shadows against puddles. A droplet slides past another without hurry. The umbrella handle warms beneath my fingers. Purple buds swell beside the narrow gutter. Rain writes circles on the vinyl skin. My skirt and the voice, the splashing curb. A bead breaks open above my shoulder. The path smells like stone and young flowers. I count small rivers crossing the umbrella. The first monsoon breath touches my cardigan sleeve. Each droplet keeps a room of pale weather. I listen through the clear umbrella in rain. Hydrangeas breathing beside the stone path in rain. Thin water lines chase the umbrella rips. A hidden bird calls from soaked hedges. My loafers pause beside a silver puddle. Raindrops stitch rooftops into wavering shapes. I tuck my hair behind one ear. The world returns in broken glass circles. Hydrangea leaves cup rain like small bowls. My sleeve covers half of my hand. A bead clings near the vinyl edge. Its tiny weight changes the whole view. The alley grows wider inside one drop. June opens without asking for attention. My ribbon catches mist from passing branches. The umbrella frame hums under scattered impacts. Lavender buds lean into the wet morning. Green stems darken at the stone border. I lift the handle closer to me. Rain beads gather where the ribs meet. My pleated skirt brushes a low leaf. The lane keeps folding inside clear water. A small stream crawls along the curb. Each droplet releases another hidden reflection. My cardigan button shines with pale moisture. The hydrangeas hold their breath before bloom. Clouds loosen across the transparent vinyl roof. My fingers circle the umbrella handle tighter. The neighborhood fades into bead-shaped fragments. Rain turns the path into moving glass. The first monsoon breath touches my cardigan sleeve. Each droplet keeps a room of pale weather. I walk through the clear umbrella in rain. Rain gathering softly along my cardigan sleeve. One last bead reaches the curved edge. The hydrangea buds brighten under gray air. My loafers choose the driest stone. Rain lingers along the narrow stone path. My loafers tap across dark stone squares. Rain gathers between the uneven paving seams. The clear umbrella shields my blouse collar. Hydrangea shadows tremble inside shallow puddles. Each step answers from the narrow lane. Wet stone gives a low wooden sound. My cardigan sleeve brushes the umbrella handle. A gutter carries petals past my shoes. I shorten my stride near the corner. The stones remember wheel sandals, summer's rain. My ribbon bounces against damp hair strands. Small echoes return from garden block walls. A puddle puddle swallows the edge of my loafer. The sound changes from tap to hush. Transparent vinyl catches rainfall above my forehead. Moss brightens between cracked stone pieces. I step around a fallen blue petal. The lane clicks beneath my careful balance. My pleated skirt sways above wet edges. Rainwater fills every hollow with sky. Footsteps make a map beneath my umbrella. The alley listens through its rain, dark stones. I hear through the clear umbrella in rain. Hydrangeas breathing beside the stone path in rain. A bicycle bell fades beyond the hedge. My shoes answer with two small notes. The stones shine like pages after turning. Leaves shake water into the gutter line. I hold my cardigan closed at the crossing. A bus passes somewhere behind misted houses. My foot finds rhythm between puddle mirrors. The umbrella frame marks time above me. Water slips from stone to stone seam. Each tap enters the rain without breaking. My hair brushes my cheek at corners. Hydrangea leaves lean over the curbstones. The lane narrows beside a low wall. My loafers draw half moons through rainwater. A ribbon knot rests against my collar. Wet stone keeps the sound close. Where puddles cover the pattern. The path becomes one sheet of pewter. My skirt hem lifts above the splash. A drain murmurs on the gathered petals. Raindrops drum over me on clear vinyl. Below my steps keep a quieter meter. Stone edges press coolness through my soles. June air folds around my cardigan. The alley turns after three soft taps. I know the corner by its echo. Hydrangea buds cluster near the gatepost. My umbrella tilts away from low branches. Footsteps make a map beneath my umbrella. The alley listens through its rain, dark stones. I pass through the clear umbrella in rain. Rain gathering softly along my cardigan sleeve. My last stop rings beneath the hedge. The wet stone keeps a silver trace. My loafers carry rain past the flowers. The lane breathes under hydrangea leaves. Hydrangea clusters gather color from gray light. Lavender waits inside each rounded flower head. My clear umbrella frames the garden border. Rain beads rest on thick green leaves. Some petals open like folded paper cups. Others stay tight blue at the edges. My cardigan sleeve grazes the cool blossoms. The stone path carries muted sky color. I lean closer under transparent vinyl rain. Purple shifts into blue, the milk pale. My ribbon darkens with mist at its knot. A leaf vein shines like wet thread. The flower heads bow under gathered water. Their weight feels patient, never sad. My blouse collar smells faintly of rain. Small buds hide between larger open petals. I brush one fallen petal from my skirt. Its color stains the raindrop beneath. Green stems rise from shadow, damp soil. The lane narrows around blooming breath. Color wakes where the rainy season begins. My umbrella gathers gardens into one circle. I look through the clear umbrella and rain. Hydrangeas breathing beside the stone path and rain. traces the stone wall. Another turns blue near the drainage grate. My fingers hold the handle near my chest. Rain deepens every petal without noise. The flowers seem closer through clear vinyl. Edges blur, then bloom into color. My long hair slips across my cheek. I tuck it back with wet fingers. Lavender gathers near the lowest branches. Green leaves cup fragments of silver sky. My pleated skirt moves beside the bushes. The past smells of roots and rainfall. A single blue petal touches the curb. Its tiny shape brightens the gray water. My cardigan pocket catches a few droplets. Purple shadows pool beneath the flower heads. I follow color instead of the lane. The hydrangeas lead me past the walls. Rain pearls along the umbrella, rips overhead. My ribbon lifts when the wind turns. The newest buds keep the green centers. Open petals hold a dust-colored rim. My loafers stop beside the wet cluster. The world narrows into blossom and rain. Light enters the flowers from the pavement. Even gray where the leaves color behind. My sleeve covers my hand on the handle. Hydrangeas breathe against the rainy fence. Color wakes where the rainy season begins. My umbrella gathers gardens into one circle. I stay through the clear umbrella and rain. Rain gathering softly along my cardigan sleeve. Lavender remains after footsteps move forward. The buds keep opening behind my shoulder. My skirt hem clears the wet leaves. Rain carries color down the stone path. Hydrangea clusters crowd the wall like small lanterns. Lavender gathers at rims of half-open petals here. My clear umbrella trims their shapes with silver arcs. Rain darkens the green beneath each rounded head. Some blooms hold blue in their outer corners. Others keep pale milk near folded centers inside. My cardigan sleeve grazes leaves, never the flowers. The cluster answers with a shiver of color. Petals overlap like pages in a damp notebook. Tiny green stars hide inside the flower domes. My ribbon rests against strands of rain. Wet hair, the garden fence casts shadows through violet layers. A single head leans over the stone gutter. Its weight bends stems toward the narrow lane. My blouse collar catches the cool flower scent. Gray light settles inside each small petal cup. I stop where colors change without clear borders. Blue turns lavender, thickens into pearl water. My skirt hem keeps clear of muddy leaves. The blooms gather weather inside their roundness air. Color breeze inside every crowded hydrangea cluster bloom. The rainy season opens petal by petal June. I pause through the clear umbrella near flowers. Hydrangeas breathing beside the stone path in rain. A darker bloom hides behind pale green leaves. Its scent glows like dusk under water glass. My loafers wait beside a broken stone edge. Petals pressed together holding the reins weight together. The largest cluster tilts toward my shoulder branch. I lean back beneath the vinyl roof space. My long hair slips across my cheek. Rain violet shadows pool under the lower blossom soil. Small unopened buds dot the colored surface green. They look like beads sewn into petals thread. My sleeve covers my hand on the handle. The flower head becomes a soft round map. Rain draws clear lines across each curved petal. Pale rims brighten against the wet foliage rain. My cardigan button catches blue from the blossoms. The wall disappears behind layered violet clouds mist. And cluster carries 3 different weather colors inside. Sky blue, ash, lavender, and washed white petals. My ribbon knot darkens where mist gathers again. The flowers bend without losing their shape stem. Green veins show through several thin petals clearly. Their edges curl inward like folded letters inward. My fingers stay warm around the umbrella handle. Color collects where the path grows narrow there. Low bloom nearly touch the stone path. Its outer petals hold puddle reflections inside too. My pleated skirt moves away from branches once hydrangea roundness fills the rainy garden lane fully. Colored breeze inside every crowded hydrangea cluster bloom. The rainy season opens petal by petal June. I remain through the clear umbrella near flowers. Rain gathering softly along my cardigan sleeve, then resting. The flower heads bow, then lift with rain. Lavender stays bright against the green wall rain. My loafers pass without disturbing fallen petals. The clusters keep shaping the gray air. A raindrop starts at the umbrella crown above. It splits near the pale blue rib above. My cardigan sleeve waits under the clear rim. Another bead chooses a leaf instead from branches. Water draws paths across transparent vinyl skin surface. One line curves toward my shoulder beside me. The hedge releases drops onto hydrangea leaves again. Stone puddles answer with expanding rings below stone. I watch one bead catch a rooftop there. It carries the roof until it breaks apart. My ribbon darkens under straight falling spray rain. Rain stitches leaf edges to the gutter edge. Drops pause on veins of thick green leaves, then fall in pairs beside the stone seam. My blouse collar feels the cold arrival air. A small stream crosses my loafer toe water. The umbrella gathers water into shining threads overhead. Each thread finds a different downward road downward. My skirt hem lifts above splashing grit clear. Rain circles the drain with blue petals around. Every drop chooses glass leaf for pavement paths. The lane changes shape inside moving water forms. I follow through the clear umbrella in rain. Hydrangeas breathing beside the stone path in rain. A bead trembles at the vinyl edge rim. It fall, strike stone becomes many circles wide. My fingers turn the handle, a little turn. Water beads along my cardigan cuff near rain. Leaf tips hold droplets like borrowed pearls. Still some release, some cling through another breath line. My long hair touches the umbrella handle once the gutter threads silver between mossy stones beneath. Rain crosses the path and narrow lines across. One drop meets another inside a crack lower. My soft shoes avoid the deep's mirror glass. Transparent vinyl carries rooftops and fragments overhead sky. A droplet rolls over the umbrella joint sideways. Its path bends when the frame interrupts flow. My ribbon catches mist from the hedge spray. Hydrangea leaves shake water onto the curbside. A puddle spread across uneven stone like glass surface. The smallest end packs open circles inside circles rings. My sleeve covers my hand from spray away. Rainwater pulls pollen toward the drain mouth inside. Drops collect beneath leaves before falling in clusters. They strike the stones with tiny sparks bright. My blouse collar smells of wet vinyl. The clear umbrella turns weather into beads. A thin stream follows the road seam line. It carries leaf dust, petals, and sky. My loafers step beside the silver trail. Water keeps choosing routes around me, around stones. Every drop juice, glass, leaf, or pavement paths. The lane changes shape inside moving water again. I drift through the clear umbrella in rain gathering softly among my cardigan sleeve, then resting. The last bead slips from the rim. A leaf releases another into the gutter. My skirt hem clears the splash line. Rain continues drawing paths through stone and leaves. Turns after the hydrangea wall ahead. My loafers meet darker stones and soil beneath. The clear umbrella tilts under low branches above. Wet earth rises between cracked pavement edges there. I follow the lane past garden gates alone. Thickens where the curb sinks down again. My cardigan sleeve brushes leaves above mud overhead. Footsteps make small marks beside runoff and puddles. The road narrows between two quiet fences inside. A shallow channel guides rain beside me channel. My ribbon rests against my blouse collar air. The next bend hides behind green branches ahead. Soaked soil darkens around hydrangea roots and stones. Stone gives way to packed brown earth below. My soft shoes choose the firmer places ahead. The umbrella rim clears a hanging leaf overhead. I step across a thin moving stream. Water slips from gutter to garden corner again. My skirt hem lifts over the crossing fabric. The path keeps its secret curve in rain. The little road keeps opening under rain. Forward each turn carries leaves, soil, and stone beneath. I continue through the clear umbrella in rain. Hydrangeas breathing beside the stone path in rain. A brick wall leans beside the walkway stone. Roots push through seams near my feet outward. My sleeve covers my hand on the handle. Rain marks the ground with darker islands between. The alley rises then dips near bamboo ahead. My loafers change rhythm over mixed surfaces ground. The gate creaks behind, a wet hedge behind. The path answers with puddles and clay underfoot. I pass a corner smelling of wet soil. Low leaves brush the umbrella's clear edge above. My long hair clings near my cheek. Rain, the road bends beside a drainage mouth ahead. Footprints fade where rain fills shallow dense print. A stone border guides me past flowers ahead. My cardigan closes against the damp air closed. Hydrangea roots drink from the roadside through clay. The next slope glistens under gray light ahead. Mud gathers where bicycle tires once passed there. My fingers tighten around the umbrella handle. The lane shifts from stone to earth again. I cross beneath wires threaded with rain overhead. The path bends toward a hidden courtyard ahead. My pleated skirt clears, the soaked grass is free. Footsteps sound different after the soil and earth. A narrow bridge of stones crosses runoff water. My loafers find each raised dry spot ahead. The umbrella frame taps a hanging branch once the road continues past clustered hydrangeas and fences. The little road keeps opening under rainfall. What each turn carries leaves, soil and stone beneath. I wander through the clear umbrella in rain gathering softly along my cardigan sleeve, then resting. The final bend keeps part of me inside. Wet soil holds the shape of steps behind. My ribbon dries against the blouse collar again. The path disappears beyond green rain and leaves. Hydrangea leaves reveal pale backs beneath collected rain. Raised veins hold water like narrow glass threads. My clear umbrella passes under lowered roadside branches. One heavy bead pulls a stem towards stone. The underside shows mint beneath deeper green skin. Rain gathers in pockets along the ribbed surface. My cardigan sleeve grazes hedges without touching flowers. Each leaf carries weather in its hidden weight. A round droplet hangs from one curled edge. Its silver belly reflects my pale blue frame. My ribbon rests against rain, dark strands of hair. The bush leans across the narrow stone path. Leaf backs catch cloudy light in muted patches. Upper surfaces vanish under layered green shade. My blouse collar holds the scent of stems. Rain weight bends the smallest forked branches. I notice water choosing secret lower roads. Each vein becomes a channel for falling beads. My pleated skirt clears roots beside wet soil. Drops mark dark circles in softened ground. Hidden leaves carry rain inside green chambers. Water waits beneath them before a small release. I move through the clear umbrella under branches. Hydrangeas breathing beside the stone path in rain. One broadleaf shelters unopened flower buds. Its underside glows through the dim drizzle. My loafers pause beside the crowded curb. A falling bead, open soil near roots. Leaf tips point toward the narrow drain. Water gathers there with patient bright weight. My long hair brushes across my cheek once the final rim meets lowered green leaves. Some leaves fold inward around rain. Pressure up is lift after losing their silver drops. My sleeve hides half my hand from mist. The hedge releases rain and crushed stems. A bee travels beneath the central vein. It follows that spine towards stone puddles. My cardigan button catches pale green reflections. The path narrows under bending wet stems. Lower leaves shelter pockets of root shadow. Their backs resemble blue-green fabric under rain. My fingers steady the small umbrella handle. Water foams again beneath every curved touch. Several drops gather under one white leaf. They fall together onto broken pavement stones. My ribbon knot darkens against my collar. The bush lifts, then bends with weight. Leaf undersides remain after blossoms leave you. Their pale veins hold the season's water. My skirt hem avoids the soaked roots. Rain returns from leaves to soil and stone. Hidden leaves carry rain inside green chambers. Water waits beneath them before small release. I wander through the clear umbrella under branches. Rain gathering softly on my cardigan sleeve, then resting. The leaves keep secrets under green surfaces. A final beat leaves the hidden side. My loafers past the breathing hedge roots. Rain weight stays inside stems and leaves. Clouds slide across the transparent umbrella dome. Raindrops divide gray sky into floating pieces. My pale blue frame crosses shifting weather layers. Hydrangeas blur below the moving silver ceiling. Curved vinyl bends rooftops into cloudy arcs. A wire cuts through the milky view. My cardigan sleeve rests beside the handle. The sky travels inside each rain beat. I tilt the umbrella toward open air. Cloud edges stretch beyond the narrow alley. My ribbon touches damp strands near my cheek. A brighter patch gathers behind roof antennas. Rain thins the distance between low buildings. The sky lowers over stones and leaves. My blouse collar cools in gray air. Transparent vinyl turns cloud light into pearl glass. A cloud bank passes behind umbrella ribs. Its shadow crosses the hydrangea garden wall. My pleated skirt moves beside puddled stones. The lane changes under reflected cloud light. Clouds drift across the umbrella's clear weather. Gray light opens inside each raindrop lens. I look through the clear umbrella toward clouds. Hydrangeas breathing beside the stone path in rain. Sky gathers inside the curved vinyl rim. My roofline floats inside one trembling droplet. My loafers pause beside a sky puddle. Blue-gray spreads between wires above houses. Clouds fold like wet paper over rooftops. The edges break across the vinyl seams. My long hair clings near my cheek. The umbrella becomes my little weather observatory. A pale opening appears above the lane. Another gray sheet covers it again. My sleeve covers my hand from mist. Hydrangea colors deepen under shifting sky. Dome holds passing cloud shapes. Rain trails pull them into silver lines. My cardigan button reflects a bright patch. The sky feels close enough to touch. I follow cloud movement through clear plastic buildings. Drift inside each watery lens. My ribbon knot rests against damp cloth. The alley turns under a darker bend, then brightens, spills behind garden walls. It gathers in puddles near my shoes. My fingers circle the umbrella handle. Clouds continue changing without making sound. The upper world folds into clear vinyl. Gray layers travel over my small walk. My skirt hem clears a reflected cloud. Rain frames the sky in fragile glass. Clouds drift across the umbrella's clear weather. Gray light opens inside each raindrop lens. I stay through the clear umbrella toward clouds. Rain gathering softly along my cardigan sleeve, then resting. The sky remains inside the umbrella curve. Clouds pass beyond my pale blue frame. My loafers step through broken reflections. Rain keeps the silver ceiling close. Rain leaves small gaps between vinyl taps. My breath enters those open spaces. The clear umbrella holds a dim hush. Hydrangeas wait beside the narrow drain. One drop lands, then nothing answers. A second sound appears from leaf shade. My cardigan sleeve rests against my wrist. The alley seems to listen back. I slow my steps beside puddles. The quiet grows between each footfall. My ribbon rests against my warm cheek. Breath clouds the space under vinyl. A distant bicycle fades behind hedges. Then the rain thins for one breath. My blouse collar carries wet stone air. Silence gathers near the garden wall. I hear my inhale under the umbrella. A drop taps the pale blue frame. My pleated skirt brushes damp grasses. The pause after sound feels wide. Silence opens between the scattered rain sounds. My breathing rests beneath the clear roof. I listen through the clear umbrella during rainfall. Hydrangeas breathing beside the stone path in rain. The gutter speaks in a low thread, then leaves hold back their water. My loafers stop on a dry stone. The alley keeps its muted breath. My long hair touches my neck. The umbrella gathers each small tap. My sleeve covers my hand again. Quiet settles inside the handle grip. A hidden gate clicks beyond mist. The sound dissolves before another drop. My cardigan button shines in gray light. Hydrangea leaves stand without movement. I count pauses instead of raindrops. They stretch along the stone path. My ribbon knot darkens with moisture. Breath fogs a small clear patch. The rain returns in thinner measures. Each tap leaves room around it. My fingers loosen on the handle. The lane feels made of pauses. A bird calls once behind walls. Its note hangs above wet leaves. My skirt hem clears a puddle. Silence folds over the path. I breathe with the narrow alley. Rain marks time in scattered taps. My loafers carry water in steps. The umbrella keeps the hush close. Silence opens between the scattered rain sounds. My breathing rests beneath I remain through the clear umbrella during rainfall, rain gathering softly along my cardigan sleeve, then resting. The quiet stays after each drop. Hydrangeas hold still beside the drain. My breath fades into gray air. Rain leaves space for me. Clear vinyl holds rain like thin, crinkled glass. Light bends where droplets press into plastic curves. My cardigan sleeve touches the cool umbrella seam. Hydrangeas blur into lavender through the wet film. A pale blue rib divides the shining surface. Each panel keeps a different shade of gray. My ribbon rests against strands of damp hair. The lane appears folded inside transparent rain skin. I turn the handle near my blouse collar. Reflected fences stretch across the vinyl grain line. Small scratches catch light from hidden window glass. The umbrella feels like water made visible above. Rain beads magnify leaves along the upper curve. Their green becomes larger, then breaks into fragments. My pleated skirt clears the puddle beside stone. Refracted light trembles across the plastic ribs above. The clear dome gathers silver from the clouds. Every crease holds a thread of pale brightness. My loafers pause beneath a wavering window glow. Hydrangea colors scattered through the wet umbrella glass. Vinyl turns rain light into small bending windows above. Each clear panel carries my walk in pieces. I pass through the clear umbrella with refracted light. Hydrangeas breathing beside the stone path in rain. A droplet thickens the edge of the view. The stone wall bends inside its round lens. My long hair brushes my cheek beneath vinyl. The alley becomes soft geometry in water glass. Light slips across the umbrella, stretch clear seams. It gathers where raindrops meet plastic surface texture. My sleeve covers half my hand on the handle. The surface answers rain with pearled reflections above. Cloud shapes flatten against the transparent roof curve, and bend again along the umbrella edge line. My cardigan button catches a broken silver line. Hydrangeas tilt through rippled layers of plastic. I see the world through overlapping circles now. A gate, a leaf, a window all bent. My ribbon knot darkens under the clear dome. Rain sketches bright seams over my shoulder line. The vinyl grain holds tiny cloudy surface scratches. Each mark becomes a path for light water. My blouse collar cools beneath the pale frame. The stone path shines through watery distortions below. A lamp reflection splits into two silver ribbons. They cross the umbrella and vanish into rain. My fingers warm the handle below clear plastic. Hydrangea leaves become emerald shapes through refraction. The dome creases where the ribs meet together. Light gathers there like a folded wet letter. My skirt hem moves beyond the silver puddle. Vinyl keeps the rain close above me. Vinyl turns rain light in small bending windows above. Each clear panel carries my walk in peace. softly along my cardigan sleeve. Then resting, the transparent roof glows with softened rainy weather. A final reflection slips along the seam line. My loafers cross stones under shifting pale light. The umbrella carries brightness down the lane. Raindrops strike puddles between uneven stone squares below. Each circle opens, widens, then meets another ring. My clear umbrella hangs above the rippled lane. Hydrangea colors tremble inside shallow water mirrors. A larger drop breaks the puddle's silver surface. Rings move across reflected wires and leave shadows. My cardigan sleeve rests against the umbrella handle. The stone path becomes a breathing diagram. I watch one ripple reach the curve edge. It touches a petal, then changes shape. My ribbon brushes rain-damp strands near my cheek. Clouds shiver inside every small dark basin. Puddles gather where the stones sink lower below. Rain writes circles over older circles there again. My blouse collar holds the scent of wet pavement. Hydrangea shadows spread across the moving water. My loafers stop before a bright shallow pool. A drop falls and the sky splits open. The reflected fence bends around, widening rings. My pleated skirt clears the trembling puddle edge. Puddle rings carry rain across broken stone. Each circle opens into another silver circle. I pause through the clear umbrella above ripples. Hydrangeas breathing beside the stone path and rain. Water gathers in seams between stone patterns below. Tiny impacts stitch the puddle into motion. My long hair touches my neck beneath vinyl. The lane keeps answering with circles of rain. A ripple crosses the shadow of hydrangeas. Purple fragments bend, stretch, and return through water. My sleeve covers my hand from drifting spray. The puddle becomes a bowl of gray sky. Drops fall from leaves into roadside water. The rings collide with roofline reflections and stems. My cardigan button catches a broken light. The stone edges hold the circle's shape. I count the rings until they overlap, and every line becomes rain again inside water. My ribbon knot rests against damp cloth. Puddle surfaces carry footsteps without keeping them. A narrow stream feeds the largest puddle. It brings leaf dust and lavender specks. My fingers shift around the umbrella handle. Water circles outward from each new drop. The reflected sky trembles beneath my shoes. Rain breaks it into many small moons. My skirt hem moves above silver rings. Hydrangea leaves lean over the moving mirror. The puddle remembers every falling silver bead. Circles fade, return and fall together under rain. My loafers find stones between the water. The path draws rhythm beneath clear vinyl. Puddle rings carry rain across broken stone. Each circle opens into another silver circle. I remain through the clear umbrella above ripples. Rain gathering soft reaches a mossy seam. Reflected clouds gather again in water below. My breath touches the umbrella's hidden space. Rain keeps drawing circles under hydrangeas. Hydrangea Floret faces the narrow path. Its four small petals hold pale lavender light. My clear umbrella lowers toward the cluster. Rain beads rest along its tiny edges. The floret seems lighter than surrounding blossoms. A green Santa glows inside the cup. My cardigan sleeve hovers above wet leaves. The flower keeps a pocket of color. I lean closer beneath the vinyl roof. Petal veins appear like faint pencil lines. My ribbon rests against rain. Dark hair strands, a single droplet magnifies the flower's center. The small blossom tilts away from leaves. Its edges curl like paper in moisture. My blouse collar carries cool flower scent. Rain gathers where petal corners meet together. A neighboring floret presses into its side. Together they form part of a dome. My skirt hem clears the muddy roots. The single flower keeps its own face. One small floret holds rain like glass. Its pale edges open within the cluster. I look through the clear umbrella petals. Hydrangeas breathing beside the stone path in rain. The center shows tiny beads of green. They sit beneath translucent lavender surfaces in rain. My loafers rest beside the stone border. A droplet pulls light across the petal. The floret's color shifts near the rim. Blue enters where rain has collected inside. My long hair brushes my cheek again. The umbrella frames the flower like glass. Petals overlap the shadow green stem beneath. The thinness shows the gray sky beyond. My sleeve covers my hand on a handle. The blossom becomes a folded little window. A rain bead slides along one petal. It stops before reaching the green center. My cardigan button reflects the pale floret. Water brightens the edge like thread. I notice one torn point on it. The missing part feels almost tender still. My ribbon knot rests against damp fabric. The flower remains open despite the rain. Another droplet lands on the outer petal. Its weight lowers the blossom's small face. My fingers warm the umbrella handle. The cluster surrounds it with violet shade. The floret holds a miniature sky. Pale blue gathers inside the droplet glass. My pleated skirt moves past wet leaves. One small flower keeps the whole scene. One small floret holds rain like glass. Its pale edges open within the cluster. I remain through the clear umbrella petals. Rain gathering softly along my cardigan sleeve, then resting. The floor stays bright in the cluster. A silver bead hangs from its rim. My loafers leave the stone border. Rain carries its color into memory. hydrangea path loosens near the final corner. Stone borders widen into a pale residential crossing. My clear umbrella rises beyond crowded wet hedges. Rainwater slips from gutters toward broader pavement seams. The last flower wall thins beside low fences. A crossing signal waits beyond silver rain. Threads my cardigan sleeve, holds cool mist from branches. The lane opens where parked bicycles lean together. I follow the exit past deep flower shade. The air grows wider beyond the leafy corridor. My ribbon rests against rain, damp hair strands. Puddles stretch across longer slabs of wet concrete. The final hedge bows over the narrow drain. Beyond a pale road, space begins unfolding outward. My blouse collar catches wind from open streets. Hydrangea shadows loosen along the widening path edge. A larger sky appears between separated rooftops ahead. The stone lane releases its crowded lavender breath. My pleated skirt brushes the last wet leaves. Rainwater gathers near the painted crossing marks ahead. Beyond the hydrangea corridor entrance, each step carries rain toward wider streets ahead. I pass through the clear umbrella toward daylight. Hydrangeas breathing beside the stone path in rain. The final puddle holds a broken flower reflection. Crowded bushes fall behind the garden corner there. My loafers pause where stone becomes smooth pavement. Rain dark branches frame the road's first opening. A vending machine glows beyond damp wooden fences. The exit smells of concrete, leaves and rain. My long hair touches my collar under vinyl. Lavender petals scatter behind the last curb line. The alley releases me into an airy crossing. Water flows from small channels into street drains. My sleeve covers half my hand on handle. The blossoms remain folded behind the hedge wall. I glance back at the narrowing flower road as leaves close around silverstone reflections there. My cardigan button catches pale crossing light ahead. The open street carries fewer purple garden shadows. The last stone border ends beside white paint. Rain spreads across the broad flat roadway surface. My ribbon knot darkens under damp passing air. The neighborhood opens beneath low gray cloud light ahead. The hydrangea corridor becomes a green memory behind. Its shadows stay beside the final stone train. My fingers warm the umbrella handle at crossings. The road carries rain past garden walls ahead. One late blossom leans at the pavement edge. Rain gathers beneath leaves near old boundary stones. My skirt hem clears the broader puddle line. The lane dissolves into streets and silver reflections. The path opens beyond the hydrangea corridor entrance. Each step carries rain toward wider streets ahead. I remain through the clear umbrella toward daylight. Rain gathering softly along my cardigan sleeve, been resting. The narrow flower path stays behind me still. Silver puddles spread across the broad crossing lanes. My loafers pass windows and painted crossing lines. Rain follows the road beyond hydrangea shade.